Hi guys, this is Arash Jafary with AJ Law Practice. I'm here with Negar Farah with Farmers Insurance, and we're here today to talk about, of course, insurance. We're gonna get it in deep, and we're gonna talk about property insurance, your house, what should be covered and shouldn't be covered, and we're gonna get into your car insurance. So, hi Negar John.
Hey Arash, how are you doing?
Fantastic, it's good to be here.
Thank you so much for coming.
Of course, of course. So let's get into it. What are the minimum requirements, car requirements, for insurance under Georgia law?
The Georgia minimum coverage is 25,000, 50,000, 25,000. The first 25,000 is the personal injury per person. The second number is per accident. So if you have somebody else in your car, you can get 50,000 per accident for everybody. And then the third number is 25 for property damage if you hit somebody's car or somebody's property.
Fantastic. So let me ask you a follow-up question on that, because people often wonder, what happens if you have multiple cars that are involved in a crash,
Right.
and you have the minimum policy? Which number is the one that is used?
The third number, the 25.
The 25.
The 25, which is not enough. Not
And
even for one car.
what about the 50? Where does the 50 come in for multiple car accidents?
The 50, that's for bodily injury. So if you are hitting multi cars, let's say 3 drivers, 4 passengers, like, it's more than 1 or 2, so you only have 50,000 for everybody, which is, again, not enough.
What is enough? What does that mean?
I mean, if you're asking me,
Of
250, half a million, that's the perfect coverage. But I know because my clients have to pay more a little bit, maybe they won't be comfortable with paying that much. But 25, 50, 25, that is not an option at all, and we are not selling 25, 50, 25 in my agency. The next number is 50, 100, 100, which a lot better. And the number after that is 100, 300, which is, of course, more coverage,
But what are the price differences? Does it matter if somebody comes with farmers insurance versus another agency or another insurance? Do the numbers really change? By numbers, I mean as far as going with 25, 50, 25, for example, versus the 50,
Yes,
100.
it's different. Each company has their own numbers. I mean, with us, of course, the minimum is 25, 50, 25, and then the second number is 50, 100, 100. But like Allstate, they have 30, 60, 85. So it's different with each company, but if you're asking me if it's not minimum, you're good to go, because the minimum is not enough at all.
How much are the price differences between each policy? Meaning, what does the client really have to pay? How much do they have to pay more for, let's say, that better coverage?
Right. I cannot give you the exact price. It's different for everybody. It depends on their driving history, it depends on their credit, it depends on their zip code they're living, but it's not, at least between 25, 50 and 25 to 50, 100, 100 is not at all. It might be like $5, $7 extra per month.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Let's talk about MedPay. What exactly is MedPay? We've been hearing a lot about MedPay.
Right.
You need to have MedPay.
Of
What
course.
exactly is it, and what kind of protection does it really give people?
Okay, the medical payment is an optional option. So you can have it or you cannot have it. It's up to you. Again, we do recommend everybody has at least 2,000, 5,000 medical payment. The medical payment, let's say I'm getting in an accident, I am at fault. I can use the 5,000 medical for my MedPay. Let's say somebody else did hit me. Still, I'm going to open a claim under that person insurance. However, I'm still have that 5,000 to use anytime I need.
What is subrogation?
Let's have an example for it. Let's say you as an insured getting in an accident. The insurance company gonna pay for it, and then they are trying to go after the another insurance company or benefits or settlement to get the money back and reimburse it. And now if you have medical payments, that's the part is going to make it a lot easier, because if you're at fault or not at fault, that's some money you can get without any question asked.
So, do insurance companies have subrogation rights when it comes to mid-pay?
Some of them do, some of them don't.
Perfect. Let's get into the concept of uninsured and underinsured. Can you explain what each one means?
Of course, uninsured and underinsured. Again, the minimum requirement coverage in Georgia is 25, 50, 25. Let's say you park your car somewhere, somebody going to hit your car and run away. You don't know who is that person, and you cannot file a claim under that person's insurance. So you have to file a claim under your insurance company, which is uninsured motorist going to cover it for you. Another example is you're driving, somebody hitting your car, they don't have insurance, or they are underinsured, which means they have the minimum coverage of the state, or they came from another state that they have the different numbers. So your claim cost is $50,000, his insurance company covering $15,000. Now who's going to pay the difference? If you have uninsured motor coverage, they're going to go ahead and cover that cost for you.
These are extra options that you can add on to your policy, correct?
Underinsured and uninsured motorist, it is by the law, it's an optional coverage, but in my agency, we do add that for every single person.
And what are and mid-pay as well, correct?
Right.
And when it comes to these additional coverages, why is it that some insurance agents don't necessarily get into it and they don't want to discuss any of these additional coverages? And so people don't really know what they are, and they don't know that they have the option of purchasing them.
Correct. I am hearing this a lot. When you are going through the additional coverages or optional coverages, you have to pay more. Your premium gonna go up. So some of the agents won't go over every single one, because they are trying to offer you the best deal ever so they can close and sell the policy. As I said, we do review every single coverage from the very first one to the last one. Medical payment, it's a very important coverage that everybody needs to has it. 5,000, 2,000, at least something. Yeah, your premium gonna go up a little bit, but that $5, $7, even $10 different per month, it's worth it.
Is your premium gonna go up? Let's get into that. Once you use your uninsured, underinsured, or your mid-pay even, how much is it gonna go up if it does? Can you discuss that a little bit?
Of course, if I tell you your premium not gonna change, I'm lying. Your premium will change, and the very first important discount that you are going to lose, it's a claim-free discount. So let's say before opening that claim or getting to that accident, you were claim-free, so we would give you 3% discount, which after opening a claim, you're gonna lose it. However, having that coverage and covering yourself is much more important than losing that 3% discount.
And the 3% that you're mentioning is specific to Farmers Insurance and no one else, correct? Or is it?
I'm talking about Farmers Insurance. I don't know the other companies' claim-free discount percentage.
Awesome. You mentioned insurance agents. Let's get into the differences between insurance agents and insurance brokers.
Right.
Can you discuss that a little bit and explain what the differences are?
Yeah, of course. The insurance agent like us, I am appointment with Farmers Insurance, and that's the only company I go through. I'm selling their products, and I know everything about them. The insurance brokers, they are working with 5, 7, 10, usually small insurance companies, which they have different guidelines, different rate changes, and as a client, you would like to work with someone that you can have the personal relationship and get to know your agent, and you know that the agent is working only for you and for that company, so they can offer you the best coverages. Guidelines won't change. Even if change, that agent's only dealing with one company to give you the best information.
Perfect. And as far as liability goes, let's say that the insurance agent or the insurance broker somehow makes a mistake when they're trying to sign the client up for the specific policy. Are the insurance agents or the brokers, are they liable for that mistake? Are there any differences when it comes to insurance agents and brokers as far as liability goes?
Right. Yes, it does. We have errors and omission policy. That's why it would go cover me, my producers, and my agency. Let's say you called me, you emailed me, you text me, you asked me to change your deductible from 2,500 to 500, and now we didn't change it. Our mistake. 2 days later, a week later, you get in an accident, and now your deductible is still 25, which you didn't want to, and now we are liable for it.
Awesome. And I hope that never happens, of course, but just in case you're covered. So let's next discuss umbrella policies. Can you tell me what exactly umbrella policies are? We hear that term a lot, but I don't think anyone knows exactly what it covers and what it means even.
Right. If you just close your eyes and just imagine an umbrella, that's exactly what umbrella does. It's going to cover everything under it goes. So you have your other insurance, you have your home insurance, you have your business with me. If anything, God forbid, anything happened that the claim is more than your coverage that you have, your umbrella would come up, and the minimum coverage for umbrella is $1 million. Of course, you can go 2, 3, 4, 5 million. It depends on how much properties, how many cars, whatever you want to cover. But they go after it and cover whatever it's the difference.
Perfect. So, thank you so much for all the information.
Yes, sir. My pleasure.
And we'll be in touch, and we'll of course talk about other topics next. So stay tuned, my friends.
There you go.
Have a great weekend.